Wait, that's the wrong camera. Me. I'm not in that chair today. Welcome, everybody. We're here. It's going to be a great day.
Did they have the top of my head?
They saw an empty chair and like part of your back. But other than that, we're good. It's going to be great. I promise. We've got sound. We're here. I've got the show up. Volume down. We're here. Welcome, everybody. I hope that you have had a great week. It is our Friday here in the evening show, which is fantastic because I'm still crazy deep into room remodels for my children. So I'm just barely hanging on by a thread. I've been painting. I've been doing all sorts of stuff. But before we get into the fun with the Blevins boys, we are going to pay some bills. We've got Abear Kresge & Associates, a full-service local CPA firm with a team of skilled professionals dedicated to providing top-level service in the areas of tax compliance and planning for businesses, individuals, estates, and trusts. They do audits, reviews, and other accounting services, also business valuations, forensic analysis, and litigation support. You can reach them at 904-460-0747 or online at abearkresgecpa.com. We have Blue Water Jewelers. Get ready to sparkle with Blue Water Jewelers. Looking to add some dazzle to your life? Look no further. Blue Water Jewelers is your ultimate celebration destination right here in St. Augustine. Discover exquisite diamonds, on-site repairs, custom designs, stunning engagement rings, and more. No matter your budget, Blue Water Jewelers has something special for you. Their showroom is at 500 Anastasia Boulevard in St. Augustine and is a treasure trove of elegance and style, ready to make all your dreams come true. Can't make it in person? No worries, they're just a click away. Visit their website at bluewater-jewelers.com and explore their curated collection from the comfort of your home. At Blue Water Jewelers, they believe in making every moment more beautiful. From breathtaking diamonds to unique custom designs, they are here to help you shine brighter. So why wait? Join them in the celebration of love, life, and all things fabulous. Come on to their stunning showroom or visit them online today. Blue Water Jewelers, where elegance meets celebration. And also check them out at Tips for Kids on March 5th, 2024 at 5 to 8 p.m. Blue Water Jewelers will be doing Tips for Kids at Black Fly. So go have a meal with our Blue Water Jewelers families. Now, we had her in here last night, Stephanie Hollis from Solar Stick. Solar Stick was established in 2006. They are a local portable power company proudly committed to American manufacturing, constant innovation, and creating jobs right here in St. Augustine, Florida. Solar Stick's focus on providing solutions for self-sufficiency helps users all over the world complete missions and save lives. Solar Stick, changing lives, saving lives, and reviving American manufacturing. Now, if you're looking for a new bank, check out the team at South State Bank. They are a group of bankers you can count on. Their approach to building long-term relationships with their customers is the best in the business. If you are looking for a banking relationship you can depend on, check out South State Bank. They've got 3 locations to serve you in St. Augustine: State Road 312, State Road 16, or the beach. You can also visit their website, southstatebank.com. They are a member FDIC. And to continue our Bozard Ford community update, there's another Tips for Kids event that is also March 5th from 5 to 8. It's Polly Andrews serving you at Ford's Garage. Have the Jiffy Burger. She will donate all of her tips to Big Brothers and Big Sisters in St. Johns County. Join her in making a positive impact for kids in St. Johns County. And we also have our friends at Emma Concert Association. Emma Concerts, there's going to be a March 7th Word and Music series with Chris Tucker of First Coast Opera. That's 1 to 2 p.m. at the Waterworks on San Marco Avenue. It's free admission. On March 16th, Neil Berg's 50 Years of Rock and Roll at 7:30 p.m. at Lewis Auditorium at Flagler College. Tickets are $35 per adult and $5 per student. Tickets include free parking at the St. Johns County COA with complimentary shuttle to and from the venue. Save your seat at emmaconcerts.com. So that completes our Bozard Ford community update. We have a fun day today because it's just us hanging out. So welcome, Blevins boys.
Hey!
Hi, Troy.
Happy to be here.
Thanks. I'm glad you're here.
Where's the weird guy with the good hair?
He's gone to parts unknown.
Okay, so
he's right
Blake's
there.
going to have to be the weird guy with the good hair?
He's
okay,
the weird guy with the good hair. Welcome, Blake.
Hello.
Happy to have you here.
Yes.
I haven't seen you since the Florida Man games when you were carrying around your laptop. Mm-hmm. How was that for you?
It was very fun.
Yeah?
Wix and P appreciated me.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, but my one regret about the Florida Man games was I forgot to ask Wix what type of Publix chicken wing do you like? Do you like them non-breaded or breaded?
Oh, or spicy or regular.
Spicy.
Yeah, I'm a spicy.
Spicy.
You spicy?
Without
Yeah.
a doubt.
I love spicy.
Yeah. But
Spicy
I go
wings.
the way on the breading.
Yeah, I don't
Sometimes
care.
I like the breading. Sometimes I'm good without it.
Yeah, same here. I
How
just
about-
want them spicy.
I'm all about the flavor.
Yeah.
I like them hot.
But definitely feels like we need that breading sometimes because since our KFC closed down, we don't have a place to
Back
go.
open.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. It opened yesterday.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's back open. So I got my KFC back.
Okay,
So
good.
I haven't been yet.
I thought the KFC was like gone.
No.
And then I started seeing renovations on it and like all the coloring's the same, like red
Yeah.
and white. I'm like, okay, well, what could possibly be going there? And then the KFC sign never went down. So it is KFC.
Yes.
They are back.
Yeah.
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 What are you most excited about with KFC?
I just like, I like their coleslaw.
Yeah.
Okay. But just the regular, Seven's herbs and spices.
Yeah.
And, yeah. Just,
Original.
Yeah.
You're not extra crispy?
Oh, no, never.
No. I'm original too.
Yeah, never extra
classic.
crispy. I like their spicy
Yeah.
when they do the spicy stuff, but just original mashed potatoes and gravy and coleslaw. That's a perfect meal for me.
Mac and cheese for me.
Your mac and
I
cheese in it.
love the mac and cheese at KFC, and that's like the only thing I go to KFC for. Like I go to Arby's for the curly fries, and I go to KFC for the mac and cheese. And so when it closed down, I'm like, man, that's sad. What's your favorite thing?
Probably the chicken nuggets, but
Yeah.
but I've been going over the like the menu to see like, okay, what do I actually order the most? They have a new item called the cheesa.
The cheesa?
Yeah,
What is a cheesa?
It's basically chicken tenders with pepperoni and mozzarella cheese.
Oh my word!
That doesn't sound
Okay.
horrible.
It's a
Sounds like it'll clog all my arteries, but it doesn't sound horrible.
chicken pizza.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. It doesn't have the red sauce, though, right? It's
No.
just mozz.
Yeah. Have you ever gone to
No, it
Chichen
actually does
Itza,
have red
Mexico?
sauce on
It
it.
has red sauce? Okay, I'm out then. No, you got to stay in your lane there, KFC.
Have you ever been to Chichen Itza,
out.
Mexico?
Uh-uh.
So the way they tell you to remember how to pronounce Chichen Itza correctly is think chicken pizza. And now KFC, someone went to Chichen Itza,
Chichen Itza.
and they were like, wait, chicken pizza sounds like an excellent idea. That's my origin story for the cheesa.
Chichen Itza.
Cheesa?
Yeah,
What in the world?
yeah.
What is the world coming to?
Also, the one fast food item that the one company that I miss is Crystals, especially for the game time, especially for the hot wings. Their
Yeah?
hot wings were like so good.
They had
never-
good wings, man. They were small,
Yeah.
but they had great flavor.
Yeah, I was never really a Crystal girl, so it didn't break my heart when they tore it down and replaced it with
Yeah.
Metro.
Yeah.
Yeah, but think for the one on US one, that's now the Hugh Magoo's.
Huey's. Huey
Oh, yeah?
Magoo's.
Oh yeah.
That's all right.
Oh,
too.
that's right.
Yeah,
so-
the Metro diner was Checkers.
That was Checkers. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. You're right.
And I did like me some checker fries.
Yeah.
Yeah. Checkers, I felt like had the best fries.
Yeah.
They
So
probably
what-
do. There's still some open somewhere. Aren't
I'm
there
sure.
Still some Checkers?
I think closer one's like Daytona now. I think.
Okay.
Yeah. So, what are your favorite French fries from fast food?
McDonald's, as long as they're hot and a lot
Yeah.
of salt.
Oh yeah, it's got to have lots of salt.
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite, like unflavored. What do you think?
So I definitely say McDonald's like number one, but number two Chick-fil-A, like the waffle
Yeah.
fries.
I feel like waffle
Really?
fries, that's their own category. But if I'm gonna go special shape of French fry, I'm going Arby's curly fries.
Yeah. Yeah. Arby's curly fries are solid.
Yeah,
So-
I like those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, it's like I know it isn't fast food, but just want to say shout out to 123 Burger House.
Yeah.
The sidewire fries.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those are solid too. So
Outback. My kids love the Outback. Like, what are they? The Aussie fries or whatever.
are those
Where
the
it's
steak
cheese.
fries?
It's
Oh.
cheese and
Yeah.
bacon, and they serve it with their like seasoned ranch.
Yeah.
That's a crowd pleaser for
Yeah.
my kids.
But also know Wawa makes some good fries as well.
Do they?
Yeah.
Really, I don't think I've ever had Wawa fries.
Yeah, they're good. They're like for like something quick, like on the road. They're good.
Cali Burger has the 904 now fries.
Okay.
So.
All right, we'll have to try that.
Try that one out.
Yeah, for sure. My kids went to Huey McGoo's. I don't know. They said it's like a more expensive Zaxby's.
Yeah.
Which at that point it's like it's not even fast food. Right?
I agree with that. But like, the chicken tenders are really good, but the signature sauce can be a little bit better, and the fries are always so wimpy.
Yeah.
Like
I like me a wimpy fry.
I know. But no, my dad and I went to the Raising Cane's in New York City. That was good.
Yeah.
Oh, the DJ was good.
Oh yeah.
Actually, the sauce they have made everything. As far as sauces go, Raising Cane's sauce is probably as good as any of the sauces.
Yeah. And actually going to build one in Daytona. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't there what's coming to the outlet mall? What is it? Texas Roadhouse.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've never
I think
eaten
that's
at a
almost
Texas
open.
Roadhouse.
It should be pretty close.
Should be close. Yeah, it should be close. But I know they're more famous for their bread rolls.
Bread bowls.
The bread rolls.
The rolls.
The rolls.
The
Okay.
rolls.
Can't you throw peanuts on the ground there? Is that the
I
one?
think so.
Are you confusing it for Five Guys?
No. You open the peanuts, just throw them down. It's like a honky tonk.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's got like a
Probably makes
honky
more
tonk
sense.
vibe. So like, I think that's a thing.
Yeah, but Five Guys though, I miss it so much. Like I know it's like super expensive, but
Yeah.
but I remember being in Cobblestone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you eat at Five Guys, it's like you just paid for Five Guys to eat.
Yeah, for sure.
So I mean, for a burger, I mean,
My husband loves Five Guys.
I and they have great fries.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
They have great fries.
Yep,
But I mean,
yep.
the one that was here, I mean, I you just get all you needed was a small burger and the fries.
Yeah.
And people way over ordered there. Mm-hmm. I mean, you just see like how much food goes in the trash.
The hot dog was
Yeah.
good as well. Like they had good hot dogs
Yeah.
as well.
He goes to Five Guys Five Guys hamburger. to get a hot
Burgers and
dog.
fries and
Yeah.
gets hot dog. I mean,
Hey,
that's a me move too. I respect it.
it's on the menu, so
It's on the menu. Not everybody likes a hot dog.
I just don't like the texture of a hamburger.
yeah.
Like I like steak. I love your steaks, but when it gets like
If I grind it up, you're out.
yes.
Yeah. I tried to get him to try the meatloaf the other night, and he wouldn't try it. I did it.
You never asked me.
I did a daddle meatloaf.
Oh, yeah?
But it has onions in it. He doesn't do
My
onions
husband
either.
adds mushrooms to meatloaf, and I'm out at that point.
Oh, I like mushrooms, but I've never tried it in meatloaf. I don't think I
Yeah.
ever will.
Yeah, he put some. He's like, well, they're dried mushrooms. Like by the time it's done cooking, they're not dried mushrooms. If you want me to eat it, you gotta pulverize the mushrooms. I'm not eating. Like I don't like mushrooms.
Have you had my chili yet, or no? Okay, I'll have to bring in some chili. Kenny just brought it up with the.
This is the
in
food show,
comments.
guys.
Yeah.
Y'all
Yeah.
hungry?
We're hungry. We're hungry.
I know. I didn't eat much today.
we
I've been
didn't have
building
dinner after
furniture.
this.
We had Augie's for lunch today.
Yeah.
So
Shout out Augie.
yeah, Augie, thank you so much. Augie just hooked me up today. So
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I
He's a
like
good
your
dude.
pig shirt.
Yeah, this is my DeLand.
That's your pig farm, like the one you grew up on.
No, this is actually a food truck. My buddy
Okay.
Chip in DeLand has a food truck. This is his food truck.
Well, I could see like you grew up on a pig farm.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, but this is one of my favorite shirts, and this was
Oh yeah.
I think Rebecca wore this for
She
the
did.
Florida Man game.
yeah.
So-
And as soon as she said hi to me, I was like, "Is that Troy's shirt?"
Yeah.
She's like, "Yeah." So, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Food
yeah.
truck.
Yeah, but speaking about barbecue though, yeah, but like every Tuesday for my dad and I, it's always going to Spencer's at the courthouse. Smoking
Yeah.
Spencer's.
Yeah, his barbecue is solid.
Yeah, it's excellent barbecue.
That's what we had at Florida Man too.
Yep.
Yeah.
We did Spencer's. The Prohibition Kitchen had like the food in the and everybody said it was great and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But I was like, nah, Blake, give me
I
Spencer's.
need some Spencer's. Yeah, I'm off barbecue right now because I'm not eating any sugar, and there's like no barbecue sauce without sugar. So I'm just.
Not doing. Why
I
would you do
can't-
that to yourself?
I've given up lots. I'm not drinking. I've given up lots of stuff
Too much for Lent, huh?
till Easter. Yeah,
Oh goodness gracious.
yeah. We'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm feeling great. I mean, there's something to be
I would
said
not be
for
feeling. I can tell you right
eating
now.
clean.
I would not be feeling great if I didn't have sugar in my
Yeah.
system.
Oh yeah, you go through a detox.
Yeah.
You for sure do.
I bet.
So
What's the hardest part of giving up the sugar for you?
that you can't go out to eat anywhere because everywhere has sugar.
Even like
in
salad
something.
dressing has sugar
Yeah,
in it.
everything. And so if we go out to eat, then I have to special order, and I hate that. And I have
you don't want to be that person.
Yeah, I don't want to be the Meg Ryan of the table where it's like special
have that
order to
on
the
the
nth degree.
side.
Yeah. Like, okay, you can grill this, but don't reuse regular butter. It's got to be clarified butter. It's the whole thing. And so then I have to like bring my own sauces and stuff. And so
what's the best meal you've had this week without sugar?
this week, my husband made me some chicken tenders that were breaded with almond flour so I could eat them. I can't have, I'm gluten free right now. So it's
You're
almond flour.
gluten-free too?
I'm gluten free, sugar free, all kinds of things. And so I made homemade ranch, which if you've never made homemade ranch, it's delicious. Like I make the spice blend and
Well, it
everything.
depends on whose home you're in.
Yes, for sure. So I make the spice blend and make the ranch from scratch, and it's actually really good for you, and it's delicious. And so we found it's paleo is what I'm doing. We found a paleo buffalo sauce.
You
And so we
really
can-
hate yourself right now.
It's all about, giving it up and kind of.
You're not really selling the whole Christianity stuff right now. It's not working for
You don't
you.
have to do Lent, but I feel amazing. Like it's hard to transition
tell
off of
yourself
it. But I've been painting. Look at this. I've got crazy arthritis, right? And my hands are always inflamed. I've been painting for like 5 days straight, and I can still
You're
use
still
my
good?
hands. Yeah, I don't have pain. Like
Yeah,
legit,
see-
I'm feeling great.
See, when I get dehydrated, my pain's right there in this knuckle, and that's the hand.
Yeah.
That's the hand I broke 3 times.
Yeah.
So, I broke it playing baseball originally, and the second 2 times somebody ran into my hand with their face.
Yeah.
Was it me?
That happens.
No, I punched you.
He doesn't remember it
What
because of the
kind of
head.
question was that? You might have gotten dropped on your head asking a question like that, but have I ever punched you? Never.
Rebecca said she didn't know God worked the paleo diet. I mean, so I can only eat the sugar that is in foods. So like I can eat fruit.
Okay.
I can't have added sugar. So that's why it becomes hard to eat out. Bobby says Easter's going to be a blast for me.
Yeah, Rebecca, that's in Corinthians, 2 Corinthians.
Well, I mean, you could say that our processed food is not godly, and because I'm eating non-processed food, I'm closer.
You're
I don't-
really stretching it right now.
I don't care. I feel good. I feel good, and it's not a God ordained eat paleo thing. It's a give something up for Lent, and I gave up all the things.
You'd have to give up everything. It
gave
sounds
up
like
all
you gave
the
up
things.
everything. I think you
Pretty
took it a
much.
little beyond
Yeah.
where you needed to. You should have saved something for next year.
Yeah.
You're like, no, I got 4 years of credit.
This is like
You know, it
this
doesn't
is-
work like that, right?
I know.
Okay.
This is what I typically do for Lent, is give up everything and just eat clean.
Okay.
So when I do it, I feel great, and then I typically go crazy at Easter, and then start eating crazy again and start feeling like garbage. I'm gonna try to not do that this year.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm just going to eat garbage.
I will have some Cadbury cream eggs on Easter, though.
Yeah.
Well, it's Easter at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're good.
What's your favorite Easter candy?
Jelly beans. Simple.
Jelly beans. Simple guy.
I'm probably about the same. I like all chocolates. So,
Cadbury cream eggs are just
I
they're
like-
limited time. Like you can only get them in those
I feel
couple
cheated
of
with
weeks
the
around
hollow
Easter.
bunnies, though.
Oh, I can't stand the hollow bunnies.
When you bite and then there's like mostly air.
Yeah.
And
It tastes like plastic too.
the chocolate's not great.
Yeah.
No,
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't do hollow bunnies. We never did them for the kids because I don't.
Well,
we got chocolate covered marshmallows. That sounds good.
Well, we're going to be in paradise at Easter, so we'll let you know what.
You're going to heaven?
Yes.
Where are you going?
We're going to the British Virgin Islands.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah. So Blake,
So-
you're on your own at Easter time. If you
You're going to have
haven't figured
to
it out.
pack your Cadbury cream eggs. I don't know if they sell them there. You're on your
I
own.
think we'll be fine. I'll be eating lobster.
You can come to church with me and Clay. Look at the face.
Like, here's a question.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if Blake's ever done this because I don't think you have. Have you ever sat through an actual church service?
No. Okay. The only time that I ever been
Myself and
in
his mom are
pawn.
agnostic.
Yeah.
So
Huh.
I don't think either one of our children have ever sat through any church service.
Okay,
Ever.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, Ty really can because he'll be talking about Dora all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
but-
no, he couldn't sit through that. He's probably better at it than you as far as
What?
anxiety. You would get all anxious. You'd be like, okay, I'm out of here. So
Wow. Okay. Dang.
you called your brother out. He's not here to defend himself.
You could sit in the tech room with us.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. That's
We
not-
live stream. We live stream the services.
Praise
so it's a working
be, I
service.
guess.
Praise be.
Yeah.
Praise
Yeah.
be.
The only time I've ever been in a church during service was in Tennessee during the Bristol Tennessee trip.
Oh,
Where
we went to we were actually not in the church itself, but we did a gathering. My family on a Sunday, and Blake was with me. So I can't
Okay.
believe you actually remember that. We were in the basement.
Yeah.
We were with all the good food.
We've got a basement in our church.
Uh.
Strangely enough.
Really?
Yeah, there's a basement.
Oh, okay.
and
I didn't realize.
and funnily enough, the food came from KFC. So
Yeah.
Not Jesus chicken while they were closed on Sundays.
Yeah.
So
It was
that's why.
bought chicken.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Good old bought chicken. There's a basement in the treasury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to take me on a tour of the treasury. I've never been.
Yeah, the basement has not been opened since the 50s, the best I can tell.
Wow.
But from the drawings from 1925, if they built them to the drawings,
Mm-hmm.
there's a basement in the drawings, and there was a boiler down there.
That's
So
cool.
It could be bodies.
Say
I can't wait.
Probably.
When we go to remodel, I can't wait to get in there.
The original habitats at Marineland had basements, and they were fallout shelters. And
that
so
makes sense.
before we had to tear those habitats down because they were built for 30 years and they were standing for over 70, it was time for them to come down. Some of us were like, oh, let's get some of the cool stuff that's still not destroyed in the basement. Since they weren't using the basement actively, they ended up turning off the pumps. And so the water was like chest high. I'm like, I'm not going in there.
Yeah, no.
No,
That's some
it's
diseases.
all kinds
that-
of rust
there's
and
no,
nastiness.
There's no rubbing that disease off.
No, and so only one of us were brave enough, and it was a dude. He was brave enough to wade into that filth in the darkness because there was no power.
Why wouldn't you just take a sump pump,
And he
pump
got-
it out? Because I would have pumped it out
Well,
and then went in.
They didn't want to waste the gas. We did have pumps, but they didn't want to waste the gas to get it dry because it wouldn't even stay dry.
I would have paid for the three
Yeah.
gallons worth of gas. Just
It
to
wouldn't
do
even stay dry.
Yeah.
At that point, you would just be working to try and pump faster than it could leak in.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he got some of the fallout shelter signs, and I was like, I'll pay you to give me one. He's like, I'm not going back in there.
No.
He only went where there was light because, like,
that would have
there's
been
no power.
worth it. To get the sign.
Yeah.
That would have been worth pumping it out.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Yeah.
But I got a couple of the original blocks, the dolphin blocks, but I didn't get the fallout shelter sign. Kind of sad about that. Those cool habitats, man. There was a lot of history in those habitats. I read about Troy Blevins in the paper,
What do he do?
what do you do now?
quoted in the paper. You and our friend Bill Dudley. So I found First Coast News. The ink is still drying on a real estate deal that will turn a hotel into homes for veterans in St. Augustine. It will be the first of its kind in St. Johns County. The Old Town Inn is less than a mile from the Bridge of Lions on Anastasia Island. Quote, it's badly needed, said Bill Dudley with the Veterans Council of St. Johns County. His organization has teamed up with a group, Home Again St. John's, which
Heard of
helped
those guys.
those. Yeah, which helped those in need of houses. Wednesday afternoon, the two groups bought the Old Town Inn. All the money, $3 million, came from the Florida Department of Veterans Affairs. The plan is to put veterans who are struggling with housing into hotel rooms. They have 38 veterans that are in need of supportive housing in St. Johns County. This will take care of 20 of them immediately. It's turnkey, said Home Again St. John's Board President Troy Blevins. He noted that each veteran will have to pay a reduced price based on their income and benefits available. The veterans will also have to meet certain qualifications. Quote, they have to volunteer to be in the program, they have to pass a background check, and they have to meet criteria. Services will also help veterans into the VA system, healthcare system, helping them with employment, Dudley explained. So This is a pretty big deal. I'm excited about this.
Yeah, no, it's a really cool thing, and we're very fortunate we got the grant. The grant
Look at you.
The grant was $3 million.
Yeah.
But we purchased the property for 2.4. We still have 600,000 for improvements.
All right.
So it's going to get a little spit shine to it. It's going
Nice.
to probably have more of a veterans welcoming type feel to it. Because it's on the entry corridor, we have to match those colors and some of
Yeah.
those things. We're going to redo the sign. But all in all, we can move veterans in right now, which
Yeah.
is just absolutely amazing. And we moved so fast when we got the grant, the state wasn't prepared.
Yeah.
They're like, we haven't
Wait a
done
second.
this. How did you do this fast? Because we got the money in October and we closed in February.
Yeah.
And completely caught them off guard. They weren't
That's
ready for
awesome.
it, which is really funny because now we set the precedence on a lot of how homeless is being handled, which is
Yep.
super cool. But I was originally looking, because I do commercial real estate. I was originally looking at apartments and things like that, but the money was just not going far enough
Yeah.
to help enough people. And I felt like this was the best way to maximize the number of people we could help.
Absolutely. I mean, I think this is going to be a fantastic property for you guys and for Bill Dudley and the Veterans Council. I mean, I remember the first time Bill Dudley came on when I started producing this show, and he was talking about how desperately he needed some place for these veterans to go because they were just paying for hotel night stays
Yeah.
for them. And they didn't have the budget to continue to do that in perpetuity, and it just wasn't a viable option to be able to be sustainable. So I love that this is in such great shape that there's not much that you have to do to it, and it will be self-sustaining from the get-go.
And Colonel Dudley, if you've ever met Bill Dudley, Colonel Dudley, he was a pilot. He was a, he retired from the military
Yeah.
after being a colonel in 1975. He's been CEO of multiple companies. He's just a guy you can't say no to. And when he came to Ellen and he joined our board, and he goes, "What do you think if we try and do this and go after this appropriations from the state?" I was like, "You do it. I'll find the property."
Yeah.
And it just worked out.
That's
It just
fantastic.
really worked out. And we're very fortunate we had an owner that was willing to negotiate, because I needed him to be under the amount we had so that we could put into place what we needed to have in place to make it completely a veterans village. And that's what we're calling it. It's Veterans Village is what it's called.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So I remember after that visit, Mike was like, I think Home Again St. John's would like to help with this project. So I think it was 18 months from that conversation to you guys closing on this property.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I just love how much St. Johns County and St. Augustine cares about their veterans, that they were able to not speak in hypotheticals and actually really move.
Well, and that's the thing is, we have people that can get shit done.
Yeah.
You just got to ask the right person to be in the right room, and all these things lined up. I think Mike after that said, "Hey, what do you think about Bill?" I was like, "Yeah, bring him on." Because Colonel Dudley and I worked together when I built Veterans Park, and we didn't have a name for it, and it was going to go out, and I was like, "No, I already know what we're calling it." And I went to the Veterans Council, got their approval of how the design of that monument was going to look. And I don't know if you've ever been to Veterans Park, but the Veterans Council was a part of all of that design.
That's awesome.
Also, and I think it's one of my favorite projects that I was able to do at Parks and Rec.
Awesome.
And it was very appreciative by that. And then because Mike and I, neither one of us served, because when we came out of high school, it was not a lot going on. The Cold War was kind of coming to an end. There was no fight to be had.
Yeah.
And we went to college, so we feel like other people did that fight for us. So we got to do the most we can do for them, because we've both been pretty blessed with our lives of where we're at. We both have beautiful families and a fairly successful life. So we're very appreciative. And when Mike called, I was like, "Yeah, I got you."
Yep.
So we were all in.
I totally agree with you on that. If you haven't served, then I feel like you need to figure out a way to serve those who have in your life. And I love that about you. I love that about Mike and so many people in St. Augustine. I mean, there's such a vibrant veterans community in St. Augustine. My kids and I go and we lay down flowers every Memorial Day. And we tried to do it earlier in the day, but there's such a huge gathering there each year that we end up doing it at lunchtime so we don't crowd in on their space and making it about what we're doing. So we kind of slide in around lunchtime when it's empty.
Well, and you want to give a space for the family members also,
absolutely.
because a lot of those are family members and things like that. My closest connection was the person I'm named after and Blake's named after is Sam Pye. That he served in World War II.
Yeah.
He was in the Pacific. So I don't come from a military family. Mike's dad, I believe, was a Marine. And that's why he was born in Maryland. That's why I give him so much crap about it. So I don't come from a military family. So, it makes it even a little more pressure on me. Like, gosh, you guys really, you did that. And I have friends that, were lifers. And they come back and tell us stories. And I was like, well, I drank 6 beers that night. It's like, it's just not the same.
Yeah.
So, I mean, so you try and do right by your community, and hopefully we get this right. And that's what I told everybody yesterday. I was like, now we just got to get it right.
Yep.
We got to do right by these people. We made this happen, but now we got to do it right. We got to get it right. So this isn't something that goes away and is a wasted opportunity.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it sounds like there's sort of a 3-pronged thing that had to happen. You had to close on the property, obviously. There are residents there. And so in the article, it says that you're working to figure out a plan to relocate those residents.
Yeah. Well, we have, they'll be able to stay for a little bit, but because we're home again, we have to be very conscious of, we don't want to create a homeless situation.
Absolutely.
For people that are already in a pretty rough scenario. Now they're paying weekly, so they're paying just like it's a hotel. They don't have a lease in place, so it's not a legal obligation, but it's a moral obligation that Home Again has to be very sensitive and find places for these guys and work with that. And the ones that are veterans get to stay as long as they pass the criteria.
Yeah.
So.
And then the last thing you said is doing the work to, get it spit spot and all of that. Yeah. So it's ready for the veterans.
Get a spit shine. He's got to get a spit shine. And the other thing is probably the most important thing is they have to volunteer to want to be there first. They'll have wraparound services, so there'll be caseworkers on the property to help them with employment, help them. Sometimes these guys, they might lose their driver's license because of an insurance situation, and then all of a sudden they lose their job, or there's a lot of reasons, people get where they're at, and people don't realize how close they actually are to homeless now. In 2020.
I think a lot of
people went, oh my gosh, I'm really close. And a lot of that bailout money was absolutely necessary for a lot of families.
Yeah, it was.
And there was a lot of jobs went away at that time and never came back.
Yeah, the restaurant industry completely changed.
Yeah, it just never came back. And people, once you get on that downward spiral, unless someone stops the spinning, you never get off the ride.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that we're trying to do with Veterans Villages. We're trying to stop that spinning, let them get off the ride, take a break, and say, okay, I can do this. And that's I think one of the questions Jessica asked me is, what's the difference between homeless and supportive housing? Homeless is it almost feels like helpless.
Yeah.
To me, when you say it, and words matter.
Yeah.
And I don't want the veteran to feel helpless.
Yeah.
I want them to feel, okay, we're here we got your back.
Yeah.
We're supporting you. It's easy to target people. It's easy, especially when they're down. And I saw some people online, and some people that are feeling good about themselves, so they make. Okay, let me make a derogatory comment about somebody else.
Yeah.
But guess what? That's someone's brother.
I would argue they don't feel good about themselves, and that's why they're making a derogatory comment.
That's how they make themselves feel good.
Yeah.
is
Make
they
themselves feel
they-
big by
they
making
feel
others small.
They're in a position of power.
Yeah.
And it's very frustrating because I'm looking and I see some people making comments,
Mm-hmm.
and I've known them for 30 years,
Wow.
and I wanted to go, hey,
Yeah.
1992, you know,
Yeah.
I knew where you were at. You know, so you know it's easy to throw those things when you're sitting on top of the rock,
Yeah.
but when you're floundering in the water, you know,
Yeah.
you know, you need that hand up.
Absolutely.
And you know, hopefully that's what this does for everyone involved. And we have beautiful people working. Ellen Walden, Bill Dudley, the Veterans Society. We have we have some staff people that I've worked with in the past that I know are doing it for the right heart.
Yeah.
And that's one of the hardest things is like, okay, don't do it for the paycheck, do it because you want to be here. And that's going to make all the difference in
Yeah.
its success.
So that was my question is there a way for those who have a heart to serve to help with this project? Maybe cleaning up the grounds or painting walls. Is there any way that we can help you?
Yeah, go to the Home Again website, and,
Okay.
and you know if you want to make a monetary donation, and if you want to tag it specifically to Veterans Village, you know we have the project on State Road 16 that's also happening. But go to the Home Again website. You can message us on the Facebook page. You can do those things. Those messages get to Ellen. Sometimes they get to me if it's addressed to me, or if you just feel more comfortable, you know, reaching out to me directly. But right now, if you want to make a monetary donation, that's the best place to do it. We are putting together a schedule of how we're going to do the improvements.
Yeah.
Because that's, like I said, that's another phase to the project. So, you know, there's going to be a lot of ways to help, and it might not be at Veterans Village, but it might be at our other location,
Yeah.
which also has 2 apartments specifically for veterans.
Awesome.
So,
So
you know,
there's 38 that need housing. There's 20 units at
Yes.
this hotel. So then there's going to be 2 more at the State Road 16. So that's 22 covered.
yeah. And then, you know, and when I say there's 38, they're at various levels. You know, some are in their cars, some are bouncing from
Couch to
already
couch.
hotel to
Okay.
hotel. Which is very expensive way to do it, and this is going to be a more manageable way, and it's going to give you a good game plan moving forward.
Yeah.
They're moving from couch to couch, you know, friends saying, okay, I got you. They're moving from town to town sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, and one of the things that the Sheriff Department has is that relocation program. But that's finding a family
Yeah.
to help them. This might even help them with that opportunity where they can help themselves, which creates that pride. And, you know, like I said, just having that support,
Yeah.
you know.
Absolutely. If you do schedule any community work days, we would love to invite all of our listeners to
Yeah.
come and join. I know my family would want to get involved. I mean, like I said, I can paint. I've been painting all week.
Well, and we are going to be painting the exterior. We have some improvements we have to do. There's a little structural issue back where the laundry room is, but we will be doing some painting there and just kind of give it a little bit of a boost. It did get painted right after Matthew, so it's not that
Too old, yeah.
But I want to bring a little more brightness to it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want it to look like, you know.
Dour.
Yeah, I don't want it to look like the barracks, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and they have, like I said, they have beautiful rooms. I mean, they have a microwave and a fridge in their room. They're not going to be doing any cooking in the room. There's a community kitchen that'll be available for them, and a dining area that'll be available for them. Because we want them to be. We don't want them to be hermits.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Get out, community. That's a lot of what Task Force Hydro 1 does.
That's one of those things that, you know, if you become that hermit, it's hard to get out of that situation. You become stagnant, I guess is the best way to put it.
You don't want to be an atomized individual.
Yeah, we want them to be socialized. We want them to be, hey, I'm not the only one. And it is for men and women, soldiers or military people.
All right. Is this for all branches? I'm assuming we've got Army, Marines, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard as well?
Yes, Merchant
Yep.
Marines,
Merchant Marines. Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Space Force. If we-
Space Force. I figure they're all pretty young, but I mean, they might get there at some
Yeah,
point.
but you know that's the thing is people when people think of veterans, they think of the older guy with
Yeah.
the scruffy beard and the Vietnam hat.
That's true.
But you know, you got to consider we've been at war over 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
This is the longest we've been at war
Yep. I've got
ever.
my
as
brother and a
country.
brother-in-law have both been deployed to the Middle East.
Yeah. So I mean, it's I mean we're talking over 20 years,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't see it ending anytime soon. It's gotten
Yeah.
smaller,
Yeah.
but they're still our guys are still over there.
Yeah.
You know, for us.
The international tensions have not calmed down in the past 3 years. So that's a scary prospect. But I really appreciate the work that you do with Home Against St. John's and partnering with Colonel Dudley and getting this done. Like I said, I remember when he first expressed a need on this show, and Mike's like, let's talk with Home Against St. John's. We can make something happen.
Yeah, and I remember Mike called me after
Yeah.
the show was over.
Yeah, I think he
Like
called
so-
you on speaker. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
I was doing my producer
Yeah.
breakdown and I heard it.
So I was like, yeah, no, we're going to do
Yeah.
this. We're going to make this happen. You know, and that's something. We had a show on Common Ground, but that was something me and Mike never were
Yeah.
not on the same page on.
Yeah.
So, and
Bobby's asking-
there's a lot of people behind it. So, and a lot of people are giving me congratulations and Colonel Dudley behind it. But there were so many more people that made this happen. You know, in Tallahassee, even getting through the process. So,
Yeah.
it was a real community effort.
Fantastic.
You know, just so happens me and Colonel Dudley happened to be on the
On the
First Coast
interview,
News,
yeah.
on First Coast News. So
Yeah. So like I said, I love how St. John's County as a whole, but St. Augustine in particular, has a real love for veterans. Bobby's asking couples where one is a veteran, would they qualify?
they would qualify.
Okay.
They would qualify if either one of them, and they're in need of supportive housing. It is only a king size bed.
Okay.
There is one or two units that we might be able to convert into a family situation
Okay.
if we have a military family. You know, everyone's going to have to go through background checks. Everyone has their own individual key, their own individual lock. So there is independence there. It'd be like living in an apartment complex, but with more restrictions. But it is a hotel, and
They
so
do
couples.
have to pay their way.
Yeah, they have to pay. We will not charge them more than 30% of their income.
Okay.
And you know that's one of the things, unfortunately, because of our housing situation in St. Johns County.
Yeah.
A lot of people pay over 30% of their revenue.
Oh, for sure.
And because of that, that spirals everything else out of whack. And that's the reason debts don't get paid back and these things. And
Yeah.
you know, fortunate and unfortunate. Fortunately, we live in an area where the taxes are pretty low, but the income or the housing market is very expensive.
It's very expensive.
So that's why it was so great that we were able to find this space and still be able to help that many people.
That's awesome. It's
And
such a great
the
property.
state's completely caught off guard. They're like, you guys are what?
Yeah,
They're like,
right?
You're ready for what?
Yeah.
Like when I sent the contract to him, I was like, I got to have this day, and I needed to have it done on this day, or we would have lost the deal.
And government doesn't move quickly.
Oh well, you know, thank you, Speaker of the House,
Yep.
Renner, and
Awesome.
the governor was involved, and Cindy Stevenson and Travis, all those guys made sure this didn't get away.
That's fantastic.
'Cause, you know, Mike and I and Colonel Dudley don't cash in on chips unless we really feel it's necessary. And we had to burn some on this one.
Well, I think it's a good one to burn some on.
Yep.
I'll ask you one politics question,
Okay.
and only one. Reactions about the South Carolina primary not going Nikki Haley's way?
Wasn't surprising.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think it was surprising really to anybody
Yeah.
unless it was surprising to Nikki, and I think she knew.
Yeah, I mean, what's the path forward for her? I know that you like Nikki Haley.
No, I just like anybody but Trump. I don't necessarily like
Fair.
Nikki. I would obviously I would have wanted DeSantis
Yeah.
over Nikki, but
Yeah.
I just have a hard time, and I'm you know I don't have a problem with his policies.
Yeah.
That has I have no problem with his policies, and for a business person, his policies are very effective. For him as a human being is where I have a problem.
Yeah.
And I can't get past it.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
I just can't get past it. I mean,
I don't think you're alone in that.
The times I voted for him,
Yeah.
I said, oh, I hope I never have to do this again.
Yeah,
And I can tell you right now, I'm not going to do it again. I'm not going to vote for Biden.
Yeah.
I'll make that promise. But, I might be the first time I get to vote for a Kennedy and just knowing I'm throwing a vote away. And that hurts. It hurts that I'm doing that, but I can tell you, I just can't. I can't do it.
I mean, I'm with you in that I haven't been excited to cast a presidential ballot in a very, very long time.
Yeah. No, I just can't. Because, I mean, he's the guy at the party. When I'm at the party and I look across the room and went, I'd love to punch him right in the face. He's that guy.
Yeah.
He's not a guy you go hang out with.
Yeah, I mean,
but he's been extreme. I've read all his books.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, okay, I see how he did this.
I wouldn't
and stuff
hang
like
out with Joe Biden either.
No.
I mean,
No, not even for ice cream.
I'm just trying
And he's
to-
over ice cream in the whole thing. What the hell's up with that? Like every place he's going, he's eating ice cream. Is that just to keep him from saying?
that's how
less
Jill
stupid?
slips him his meds.
Is that where it's at?
I think so.
How she keeps him conscious?
Yeah. I don't think she can get him to reliably swallow pills without ice cream.
Goodness
my guess.
gracious. So.
Yeah, so she had that big announcement that she was going to do. And so people are like, all right, she's getting out, right? And then she immediately steps to the podium and she's like, my big announcement is I'm not getting out of the race. And it's like, okay.
I don't know.
Lots of people are,
I can tell you this. I'd hate to be a New Yorker right now.
yeah.
Yeah, because if Trump wins, New York's screwed. They tried to screw him so hard.
Well.
If they, but they wouldn't have done it if he wasn't a jerk. I mean, but you can't do it just because he's a jerk.
Here's my thing.
I don't think
Is
anything
he more
did.
of a jerk than the average,
Yes.
real estate tycoon
Yes, yes, he
in New
is.
York?
Yes.
He
No,
is.
I'm saying New York.
I work for developers. I've worked for people out in New York, and
right.
I can tell you right now, yes, he is.
All right.
I don't know any of them that would say live on air, I'm rich, so I can just grab them. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not what he said. But
Well, it's
What?
Oh, are you going to defend that? Please tell me you're not going to defend that.
I'm going to say his actual words were, when you're rich, they let you grab them that way. That's what he said.
You're still okay with that?
My thing is, what rock star wouldn't have said the same thing?
But they're rock stars. They're not people that are representing my money.
He didn't say it when he was as a representative. He said it when he was
The rock stars are still awful people anyway, but just saying that anyway.
So he said it when he was a pop culture icon,
Is that on The
wealthy billionaire guy. He
Okay.
said
He
it
knew he was
in
running for
that
president in
paradigm.
2000.
He didn't say it when he was running.
He knew he was
You can
running
look
for-
it up. When did he say that?
2005.
Yeah.
2005.
He
So-
knew he was running in 2000. He had teams out there.
Okay.
Oh, you don't know this?
I don't.
He had teams researching
me.
his ability of whether or not he was successful or going to be successful.
Alec
running.
Baldwin was doing that in 2000.
Oh, now we're comparing these two great
Well, I'm
examples:
just
rock
saying-
stars and Alec Baldwin.
I'm saying that celebrities who are politically minded, they do this. I mean, Meghan Markle's been doing exploratory
vote for you,
committee forever. Oh, really?
I vote for you, Megan.
I think he just wants a date with you, Megan.
Yeah, I think she's taken. I'm taken.
Okay, so Melissa's offended.
Rebecca's like, you better say I'm taking first.
Melissa's offended that I defended him. I didn't defend him. All I said was what he said was this, and that's no different than any celebrity culture dude who sleeps around and is a famous playboy.
You're still going to vote for
They
the guy
all-
that said
It
it
worked out
anyway.
for Bill Cosby.
They all, well,
He thought he could do it too.
he drugged them. Has anyone ever accused Trump of drugging them?
There has to be
Probably.
one.
Probably.
Trump doesn't even drink.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah, he doesn't drink.
he doesn't
Okay.
drink.
Okay.
Trump doesn't drink. He doesn't do drugs, and I believe
Yeah.
that 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and he even talks.
Well, he doesn't do illicit drugs. I
He-
mean, I imagine he does normal
Prescription.
pharmaceuticals
Yeah,
for
prescription.
someone who's in their 70s.
But I mean, he doesn't drink. I don't think he's a workaholic.
So
I'll give him that. He's a true
Yeah.
businessman, but he is not a good human being in my mind.
I don't think he's a great human being either. I wouldn't have him babysit my kids. I'm just saying I'm shocked at the pearl clutching to that statement because we are talking.
But it's a huge statement. It says a lot about his personality.
Okay, so Gene Simmons. Is Gene Simmons a scumbag that no one should ever buy his records again? Because not only did he embody that, he took Polaroids of thousands of women while he was engaging in his
But
antics.
Gene Simmons, it's their choice of whether or not they want to spend the money. If he becomes president, he's playing with my money. That's completely different. That is completely different.
I get that. I'm just saying that in the paradigm that he said that, he didn't say that as, Joe Biden was a representative when he allegedly literally grabbed a woman by her parts in the people's house. So, like...
I'm not defending Joe Biden as a human being either.
No,
I think he's a creeper too.
I don't think saying it is that big of a stretch as far as locker room talk with wealthy, powerful men. I'm not
He
shocked.
knew the cameras were on.
I'm not shocked that wealthy, powerful men would boast about stuff like that. It's the joke from Love Actually. You know the movie Love Actually?
Not actually.
Love Actually is a movie that follows like 12 different people, and one of them is like an aging rock star trying to get a comeback with a Christmas album, right? And he's on the UK version of MTV, and they're like, he makes some inappropriate joke, and they're like, lots of kids watching, and he's like, oh, let me say something to the kids. Kids, don't buy drugs. Become a rock star, and they give them to you for free. Like, that's... I don't see how wealthy, well-known celebrities from the 70s, 80s, 90s were not supposed to expect them to have that mentality, because that drugs, sex, and rock and roll was all about that mentality.
I understand you connecting the two, but the difference for me is
They're not running.
This man's now playing with my money.
Yeah.
So
He didn't say he was buying it.
Yeah. But he did.
Well, I mean, did he pay Stormy?
Yes, he did. He paid her off.
Yes.
That's
I
what the
thought
whole
the
thing was
argument-
about. He paid her off.
No, I thought the argument with Stormy was that she wanted to be on Celebrity Apprentice,
Yeah, but
and that's why she banged
He paid
him.
her not to talk about it.
Again, that's
That's
a
different.
rich guy thing.
That still doesn't make it right.
I don't think it's right, but I'm not shocked that a rich guy
You're making my
pays somebody
ears
off.
burn right
We
now.
got trivia.
Trump.
Wait, we have
We got
trivia?
trivia.
We
We have
only have
8
8
minutes.
minutes.
Yes,
8
we
minutes
got 8
trivia.
minutes.
Speed round.
All right, we can do a speed round. I got some quick
All
ones.
right,
right
potatoes.
here. Potatoes. All right, here we go. Trivia. I've got which company owns Lamborghini, Ducati, Porsche, Audi, and Bugatti? There's a lot of Audis in here.
Blake, you want to go first or you want me to go first?
You can go first.
I own one. Volkswagen.
Volkswagen.
All right. Yeah, you got it. All right. How many bones are in the human body?
You get to go first.
206.
206.
All right. Got that?
Good job, Blake. I didn't know if you were getting that one right.
Yeah, I knew it was 206, but that was joking. But that'd be like a little bit more suspense, so you wouldn't get it.
Well, so
You thought he
the
didn't
question should be in the adult human body because children have more. But you got it right.
they
Okay.
fuse.
What's the original name for Mickey Mouse, Troy Blevins?
Well, his original name is... I don't want to go first because I know more history about this than Blake. I want Blake to go first.
Mortimer Mouse.
It's very good as Mortimer, but most people would say Steamboat Willie.
Yeah.
Because that was his first talking one.
That's what I would have guessed too.
Mortimer is correct because...
If you both get it right, I'm not going to write the points down.
Okay.
Why'd you erase
All
our
right.
points then?
She said if
If
we
you
both
get it right, I'm not going to write your
No,
points down.
but I was expecting you to say Steamboat Willie.
All right. Let's see. Let's go with
Man, Mike
what
had-
is the name of Long John Silver's pet parrot?
What? We haven't had a Long John Silver since 2008.
Well,
sorry.
it's from the book,
Oh.
and you read the book.
You read me the thing.
No, you actually read it at age 3. You couldn't.
You don't remember that, Blake?
You couldn't talk. You couldn't talk, but you could fully read. That's the Asperger's.
Well, you know.
I'm gonna go Polly. I can't remember.
Polly?
I don't think it's right, but I'm gonna
right.
go Polly.
Polly.
Nope. Captain Flint.
Flint.
All right. What was the year of the first known Olympic Games?
A modern or
First known Olympic Games.
okay.
All right, I'll go first. 400 BC.
400 BC.
See, the modern Olympic Games, I'm going to say 1896. I think that's where you're trying to go.
No,
with
first known.
this. First known, so that would have been Roman times. That would have been, I think it's a little after 400 BC. I think it's close to 100 BC.
It is 776 BC.
All right, so at least I
so
get
you
a
got
point.
it. You got it.
Yep. So
I would have not went
Blake.
that far back.
All right,
Because
let's
Caesar
see.
was around the 100 to 56
Yeah.
BC time.
All right. How many players are on a regulation soccer team?
For like one team,
Regulation soccer team, one team.
11.
11.
All right, you guys. Come on.
You're winning, Blake. You got me by 1 on the
Yep.
on the Olympics.
All right. What is the name of the main character of TV shows Stranger Things? Main character.
Which? Okay.
There's several. He didn't watch it.
It's an ensemble,
right.
but there's like the entire story of the first 2
right.
seasons.
You gotta go
pivots
first.
around
No,
one.
you go first.
I say it's L.
You say it's Elle. What's her
11,
name?
11.
11.
11.
Okay. All right. Name of the
But
Simpsons.
her boyfriend was equal. I mean, they were kind
Yeah.
of the same.
But it
But
all hinged
it
around
was
her.
strange because of
Yes.
her.
What is the name of the Simpsons' next door neighbor, Blake?
Ned Flanders.
All right. What TV show?
What's their dog's name?
The Simpsons dog's name?
Yeah.
Sam's Little Helper.
Good job.
Yeah, that's true. All right. What TV show invented the rerun? It allowed star time to recover during and after pregnancy. The show invented the rerun for maternity leave.
Invented the rerun. Mm-hmm. Wow. Trying to think of how early it would have been. I might go All in the Family.
All in the Family?
So it has to be a female lead. So I have to go. I Love Lucy.
Oh, great.
They got you.
But
I Love Lucy.
But she was pregnant the whole time during when she showed the
Yeah.
entire time.
Yeah,
Okay.
they broke down lots of barriers on I Love Lucy.
Yeah. Good one right there.
That's a good pull, though.
Yeah.
That's
That was
good
a
one.
trivia question. I remember. I believe it was. So
Yeah. All right. We've got, what is the first feature-length animated movie ever released? First
Snow White.
feature-length animated movie.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Blake, yes. All right, let's see. I want one question about politics. What is the political and legal term for the act in which one jurisdiction delivers a person accused or convicted of committing a crime to another jurisdiction over their law enforcement? A proposed change in this process sparked a massive debate in June 2019, or protests in Hong Kong.
Okay, I was going with gerrymandering because you were talking about weaving, but that's different. That's how they set up the boundaries of those jurisdictions.
I think Blake answer this one first.
Yeah, I think you got to go first.
All right. So I'll repeat the half.
The legal term for the act in which you move someone from one jurisdiction to another. Someone accused or convicted of committing a crime gets moved from one jurisdiction to the other.
That is what is it?
Please get it right, Blake, so I can agree. Because I feel so stupid, I can't come up with it.
No, it's not.
Quit looking at the comments.
I'm sorry. Sorry, I didn't even think about it. I was looking at Blake. I was actually looking at Blake's
Blake.
reaction on there.
You're watching Blake in there instead of watching him in real life.
Oh,
Extortion. Damn it.
it's close. It's close.
It's so close.
It's extradite, right?
Extradition, yep. All right, Blake, you still won.
You might not have got
You
me there.
still won. Good job, Blake.
I knew it was an EXT, but damn it.
I love Lucy. He beat me with one of my favorite
Yep,
shows.
I
See,
know.
I didn't think of
The
that
irony.
because I was thinking of someone that they didn't want to show as pregnant, but they
Yeah.
showed Lucy as pregnant the whole time.
Yeah.
So
But she wanted maternity leave, so that's why they invented the rerun. They also,
those last forever.
yeah, forever.
Gilligan's
And they're great.
Island, I Love Lucy, all those last
But
forever.
that's one of the reasons why we have all those episodes, is because she insisted they be recorded.
What was the rerun that you watched when you were a kid a lot? Saved by the Bell or?
Oh, I watched Saved by the Bell. When I was little, it was Saved by the Bell, probably, was the one I watched in reruns the most. But we watched Star Trek, too.
Yeah.
We watched a ton of Star Trek reruns.
Rerun for you?
Top Gear.
Top Gear.
Top Gear. Oh, well, that came later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess we're way over on time.
Well, yeah, we've been.
I
No,
talked
we're right
way-
at time.
I talked way too much.
So, Bollocks, what you got?
All right, Bollocks tonight we're talking about serial killers, but I'm going a little bit different, going with some strange ones you may or may not have ever heard of.
All right. So, unknown serial killers. I probably know them all because I watch way too much true crime.
Oh,
you might.
jeez. I'm already used to someone watching too much of it in my own house as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We have a Dateline.
Is it a female
we have
that's
a
in your
we have a
house watching
Dateline
true
addict,
crime?
which makes me really nervous.
Yeah. I watch a lot of true crime on YouTube.
Yeah.
Now that I've said it on air, if I come up missing, guys.
We know who it is.
All right.
All right, so check out Bollocks. We'll be back in, 33 minutes. Come on back for Bollocks. Bye, guys.